we know what that means. It's slanderous. But in this case, this is a movement that the governor made, supported massively by the people of Akwa Ibom State. I listened to Kenneth Okonkwo's outburst. And of course, the governor, in his right, also responded, which is expected because there are certain things that are not expected of certain adults. When you begin to use certain languages that you know as a lawyer that it's totally slanderous, transgender, we know what that means. It's slanderous. You're getting into things that are out of place. Why not talk of issues and politics and so on? And you start making...
You don't think that he uses as a pawn? A pawn was intended.
No. What kind of pawn is that? You know how offensive... You know how
transition into another. You transition into
the mere use of that word, you know the connotation, you know the meaning. It's not the meaning. So for me, it's unfortunate. And then talking about moving political parties and so on. Kenneth, as you saw in that, acted a script, a film, because he himself moved from PDP to APC to Labour and failed in all of these movements. And now he is involved in some kind of discussions of coalition and so on. So who is more Catholic here? And if the governor of Akwa Ibom State decided within his right to move political party with the people of Akwa Ibom State, it's within his right and it's within the right of the people of Akwa Ibom State. So what is the business of Kenneth Okonkwo? That's simply being a meddlesome interloper. And meddlesome interloper clearly in a matter that does not concern you. So who was fighting him when he moved his own political party and had issues with the political parties that he ever belonged to, if he was really a member of any? So for me, I think there are things people should concern themselves with, and those should be issues. I'm not beginning to get into it. It didn't even end there. He went on symphony to begin to call the governor further names, which brings to question issues of morality and upbringing.
Yeah, but the governor responded.
Yeah,
the governor still living in bondage.
Yeah,
and many people are saying
exactly
online that the governor is not just a governor; he's also a pastor. And if you're saying that he has refused to leave his bondage, you think that that's a becoming...
Yeah, so it is right for Kenneth Okonkwo to insult the governor. When he insults the governor of Akwa Ibom, then he insults the totality of the people of Akwa Ibom, and it's not acceptable.
No, he insults the governor, I think.
Yeah, yes, he did.
I think
he did.
Was just
and then if you even listen to the
second
second one on symphony, he used all sort of uncouth language that brings to question the character and upbringing of certain persons. And I think some of these issues, we need to re-examine how people think and how they conduct themselves, and the reason why they have reflected what they have shown in the society in the past years that they have claimed to be in this space.
I was just going to highlight what Steve was saying about the governor also being a pastor, and obviously we all remember the parable of turning the other cheek. Do you think in the governor's response he was just
politics
not,
you don't really turn the other cheeks completely.
Okay,
you don't turn the other cheeks. In politics, yes, the governor is a pastor, but who also said that the pulpit is not where you can also speak truth and tell people things
that can be wholly wrong.
Yeah, well, if you call it wholly wrong, but I think this meddlesome interloper should concern himself with the issues that concern him. The people he's working with are talking about his coalition. How many of those people today were not founding members of the PDP at the beginning? How many people can he really point at today that did not move from one political party to the other? What is his interest in Akwa Ibom and issues concerning Akwa Ibom? Okay, why not bother focus on issues? Are you talking of development? Can you fault the governor on that? Are you talking of performance? And you discuss performance, discuss development. Yes, even if you are talking about political movement, look at the merits and demerits, if any. But in this case, this is a movement that the governor made, supported massively by the people of Akwa Ibom State. The totality of the people of Akwa Ibom State, in their good percentage, have moved with the governor already. So where is Kenneth Okonkwo's view of his likes in this matter? Okay. On the 11th, when the governor left, he left that movement on the 6th and went to Nice in France to attend the Umanah Rising Ocean Conference. And when he came back on the 11th, the people of Akwa Ibom State marched out in their numbers and trooped out. The airport was almost impassable, wanting to receive him because they've not seen him from that day to the first time he came back. The last time we witnessed that kind of mammoth crowd and movement into the airport was the day the airport was opened in 2009 by the Senator Augustus Akpabio's administration.
Okay.
So that's what was. So Kenneth Okonkwo should focus on where he comes from, focus on his acting, because clearly you can see his acting. He's used to acting. So even in his speech, you can see he's acting. Whatever script is acting, let him keep acting it. But Akwa Ibom State is more important for us as Akwa Ibom people, and we're interested in our development. We are pleased with our governor. We are pleased with the Arise agenda. We are pleased with his performance. The people of Akwa Ibom State are pleased with him. And of course, within his right to move and with the people of Akwa Ibom State, he has done that. He has said that expressly.
I would like us to move a bit forward and move a bit away from Kenneth Okonkwo and the governor, Umanah. They're joining issues with someone you have described as a meddlesome interloper.
Yeah, he's a meddlesome interloper.
But you know, some might say that they would expect
morality and upbringing, because if they are proper upbringing, he will not use such language on a sitting governor. Because when you do that, you're hitting the governor as a person and the totality of the 7.5 million people of Akwa Ibom.
Excuse me, I would like us to move. I'd like us to move forward, because again, even the president himself has come out this week to say that you can insult him, you can call him names. By insulting an individual, you're not insulting the institution, and you're definitely not insulting the people. But let's move forward, because the governor has claimed that he's moving for the benefit of the people of Akwa Ibom, which, you know, as you said, the people are very behind his move to the APC. That you claim that, you know, some people might wonder why they haven't voted for the APC before that if they love the APC so much. But what measurable outcomes can we see from this move to the PDP to the APC that demonstrates that's not for the governor's personal political gains, but it's for the people of Akwa Ibom? And what can we see in the next 6 to 12 months? Because very soon we're going into elections. So what can we expect from the move?
Correct. I love that intervention. And I want to say here that I'm happy that you've also seen, like we've all seen, that the question has moved from the why of the movement, now to the how and the benefits. And I think this is important for the people. It's important for the people of Akwa Ibom State and important for Nigerians. Yes, the why has been explained in details. So the how, the benefits. There are so many reasons why Akwa Ibom needs to be connected to the center of the Nigerian conversation. And I've said this severally. Now, Akwa Ibom is the highest contributor to the national resource through its oil production quota that goes into the national revenue of this country. It is only important that smart thinking will mean that you should be where what you're contributing highest to is shared. It's smart thinking for the people. You should be close to it. You should not be seen to be on opposing side. And I think this conversation came up last night during the 90th birthday of Uncle Sam and so on. And somebody, a very senior member of this country, said, yes, I think it was a good decision because it's important to be close to where the cake is shared. Not after baking it and then you stay aloof and then the cake is shared. So that's one of the key reasons. So we have to be around it and also make sure that we bring our issues into the national conversation so that Akwa Ibom can benefit from this national cake that we are the biggest contributor to. There are key things that we're looking at. On February 28th this year, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, together with His Excellency the Senate President, took a 104-man delegation to meet Mr. President at the presidential villa. I was in that team. Now, what were the key issues? He asked Mr. President to please help and support Akwa Ibom to develop the Ibom Deep Seaport, which will change the economic landscape of that part of the country and indeed the entirety of the Gulf of Guinea. And that is where you have the deepest sea draft in this country. 18 meters of draft that can take ocean liners. Deeper than anywhere else. And you know what that maritime or blue economy opening can do to this country? Just like what is happening in Lagos and some other port cities. You will see so much economic activity. That is one of the key areas we're looking at. His Excellency Governor Umanah is also looking at attracting better and more imposing development to Akwa Ibom State. Because being on the opposing side at this time of socio-economic development means that you will be far from the realities of the sharing of the cake. That is an aspect to look at. And then, of course, infrastructural development, presence, opportunities. It's just natural.
Allow me to quickly come in there because you have used the expression about twice or thrice, sharing of the cake. And a number of people, will be wondering that is this what it's all about? If it is about the sharing of the cake, for good 8 years that Umanah was governor, it was a PDP governor, but APC was at the federal. Akwa Ibom got one of the highest, if not the highest, allocations ever of all the
as a result of
all the 36 states.
Yeah, as a result of his contributions.
What did the states lose under Umanah that you think that you now gain because you want to move to APC?
No, Steve, let me ask.
Because the implication would be that if APC is not in power in 2027, does it mean that Akwa Ibom will run back to another ruling party?
No,
wouldn't that have spoken to the political transgenderism that Kenneth Okonkwo was speaking about?
No, the real political, whatever he described, is the man who mentioned it, because he's the one who moved 3 parties so far and going to the 4th. This one, you're even talking of one. And then mention one from the topmost to the last that not moved political party in Nigeria. Mention the names if you know, from one to the end. Mention. So the political system in Nigeria means that you have to navigate it to allow it favor the thinking of the administration and your people. Now, you talked about moving or maybe being in the other side for 8 years. You could be, but Steve, let me also say here, as a father and so on, is it the same thing when you have your son or daughter walking closer with you, access to your bedroom and so on, versus the one that is far away on Awolowo Road and so on? It's not the same thing, because there must be some closeness that allows a lot more benefits, even within the family.
Yeah, but
and our sisters, the man that you are moving closer to now, the closeness will give you more.
The man you are moving closer to now was the apostle of staying your course and staying on your principles. Why wasn't Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu drawn to Obasanjo or to Yar'Adua while he was leading the opposition as the only man standing? But here you are, you say that it's about sharing.
He could have had his issues with that time.
But
we were all in this space and we knew the issues that happened in the Southwest. So we all know that. So that is not the situation today. There is no clear situation in one particular dispensation and the other one that are totally the same. His Excellency Governor Umanah has never hidden his admiration and support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. And he had made it very clear that he needs to work closer with him from where he can express himself and support him freely.
So he
said the same thing of His Excellency the Senate President.
Exactly. All the PDP governors who have not defected, are you then trying to say by this argument that there are chances that they may not be able to get what they need for their people,
particularly in the South?
Exactly.
It depends on.
Are you saying that
it depends on your It depends on your type of politics. Let's wait and see. It depends on your type of politics.
And wouldn't it also say that the president's
type
might
of politics
be
is smart politics. It's smart politics because it's looking at the interest of Akwa Ibom State. And don't forget, he has always underlined that this whole move is predicated on enlightened state interest. State. Underline the word. State interest. And that's where we're going. And you heard when he said that he's on the driver's seat. He's looking at it that he knows where there is go slow. He knows where there is go slow. So he's navigating to be on the expressway so that Akwa Ibom can drive and run through without potholes. It's pregnant. And I'm sure you understand it.
Will you be reminded that Akwa Ibom voted Peter Obi in 2023?
No, Akwa Ibom did not vote Peter Obi.
Presidential election.
No, he wasn't the winner in Akwa Ibom. He wasn't the winner.
PDP won.
He wasn't the winner.
But PDP won. Atiku won.
Akwa Ibom was PDP fully. Akwa Ibom is APC now.
All right.
Yes. Okay. It's APC now.
Well, we'll see in the votes.
You will see in the vote in 2027. And I clearly will tell you that Akwa Ibom, Governor Umanah will lead Akwa Ibom to return the APC massively more than ever before, in combination with the Senate President and so on. I do not know what you're assuming. Look, Akwa Ibom has a political pattern that we understand, and it is clearly at the units. And the people from the units have moved. This is one governor that's empowered the people beyond thinking. And I'll tell you this, there is a political thing that is a novel. He went on to appoint personal assistant to the governor in all 369 wards.
I think.
I think we have.
No, there's a reason.
6 personal assistants.
No,
is that,
no.
Oh, sorry, explain that. What do you mean?
369 representing each ward.
Okay.
Personal assistants.
Yes, who are into, who are supporting the development of governance, mobilization, and
okay. I think
at
we
the
need to
ward level. That's citizens empowerment.
I know the last time you were here, you extensively spoke about his projects, the projects that are happening in Akwa Ibom, as well as the empowerment. But
it's about people. It's about people. It's about people.
We don't have the time.
It's about people, and he keeps saying that the people will remain his greatest legacy in governance, and that is exactly why he's investing, focusing the Arise agenda in raising the people, developing his core areas of tourism, infrastructure, agriculture, education, and healthcare.
Yes, thank you very much. We have to go. We have to go.
We will have more time to speak about the allegations that Governor Umanah has dropped Udom Emmanuel for Akpabio.
No,
but that would be a story
Those gentlemen have deep respect for themselves.
Okay,
so leave that aside. But I also needed to correct Kenneth Okonkwo that the 3 commissioners did not resign, and that the commissioner for information and strategy alluded to is not existing.
We have to go. Thank you very much for joining us.